What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Was on Talks an American, talking about Manchester United, and we've got a David Ornstein bomb as Sesko is the main man for United. We'll talk about that and more on him and other news in this crazy episode as we get ready for the preseason match tonight against Bournemouth. Should be a tough test, but the big news of the hour. And if you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button for more awesome news. But upon the last hour, essentially, David Ornstein, Manchester United are prioritizing a move for Benjamin Sesko if they sign a striker this summer. Ben Jacobs also says Manchester United opened formal talks for Benjamin Sesko after sending a secret delegation to Germany. That is quite interesting. Let's see here. Manchester United had talks with Benjamin Sesko at Leipzig's training camp with a strong belief he would prefer a move to United. That's awesome. That's from Playgoal. Manchester United are advancing with a potential move for Benjamin Sesko. That is from Samuel Luckhurst. Any successful move for Sesko could raise fresh doubts over the future of Rasmus Højlund, telegraphed Ducker with that. And, I mean, just watching that last game of the preseason, you can tell, I think Højlund is not the man for Amorim. Let's see here. This is from Sully Talks as of 27 minutes ago. United have told Benjamin Sesko to push for a move from his side with advancement in talks in the last few days. Still looking for a green light with Newcastle in the race. So that's pretty much all the breaking news that we have in terms of Sesko. And it's not like, I know we're currently in option D and E and F in terms of the striker and who we were trying to bring in the first place. Delap, Gyökeres, there was talks of Mateta, there's the talks of Ollie Watkins from Aston Villa, and I'm sure that that's still a potential option if Sesko does not work out, but it's not like he's a pushover either. He's a very solid, very big type player who's also very good on the ball with his feet work and his skills, and a very, very good shot on him as well. So I think he's 6'5", so he's a big striker, which I think would be amazing for not only Mbeumo, Cunha, and Fernandez to kind of build that relationship and chemistry with, but everyone else on the team to have that target inside the box, and it's not like you're crossing it into Højlund or Xerxes, knowing that they're probably not going to be able to finish that. So the fact that we are on course here to pushing and advancing for Sesko is pretty amazing. I know we've been calling him Sesko. It's apparently Sesko, and that's fine with me. He can be whatever he wants to be as long as he is a Manchester United player by the end of this preseason tour and hopefully before the end of this transfer window. I think that would be a massive positive. Honestly, I would absolutely love to see, as we've got an itchy nose here, I would absolutely love to see Gyökeres versus Sesko on opening day of the Premier League. United versus Arsenal. I think that would be pretty blockbuster stuff right there. I know the teams would still be trying to figure things out, it being early in the season, but man, that would be absolutely epic if we could have a Sesko versus Gyökeres, and let's say they both score goals or 2 goals or whatever it might be. That would be absolute cinema, as the memes would suggest. But coming from a reputable reporter such as Ornstein, I think that this obviously is advancing. I know there was some stuff earlier in the past couple of weeks that there's been interest, but nothing in terms of like actual formal talks until today, really, being reported by reputable sources. So all signs pointing in the right direction. It's now a matter of how much, and one, before even money, does Sesko want to move? Does he want to come to Manchester United over Newcastle, who do have Champions League football? They've got the little rift going between Isak and the club, and if he's going to be going to Liverpool, which all signs point to that, is probably what is going to happen, and just think Isak and Ekatike on the same team with Salah and the rest of the crew, like that's pretty insane. We're not the predictions yet. We will eventually get there in the next couple of weeks, but it's interesting. I mean, Newcastle, they are absolutely fumbling their transfer window this summer, not really making too many moves. I know they got drawing a blank from Nottingham Forest, who used to play for United, Alenga. And that's really about it in terms of like big ins for Newcastle. I'm sure I'm missing a few minor players here and there that they've either moved on from or brought in, but this would be a massive fumble if they cannot bring the Sesko over the line. And obviously positive for us if we can get that deal done. We do need a striker. I can't stress it enough. Even just watching that last preseason game with Højlund starting and playing pretty much 65 minutes of that game, it looked bad. It looked like a continuation of last season for him. He does look a little bit quicker, I will give him that, but in terms of his vision, finishing, touch, it's just not there. And I really do hope that this Sesko option can move fairly quickly, and that he does believe that United is the option for him. And then it's just a matter of, can we get a deal done with Leipzig to bring him over? Now, there is the worry that he is not Premier League proven, and a player who is not Premier League proven coming to United is a recipe for disaster. But there's always a first, at least in the new age of Manchester United, that it could not be a disaster, and would really hope that it wouldn't be. But there is that lingering kind of in the back of everybody's mind, like, oh man, we're bringing over another guy who's not Premier League proven into United. Hopefully team's in a good spot that he can have some success, at least get 15 goals plus in his first season. That would be ideal, but you never know with United and how things work with pressure. And I mean, we've seen it in the past. It's not great, but who knows? Maybe this is a turning page with Amorim at the helm. Can we get the deal done for 70? Possibly. I know we were talking about the figures the other night. It's basically 69 million, so round up to 70 million pounds, 80 million euros is what they basically want. Whether we can do that in installments or not is going to be the bigger question. I mean, we're not going to have an option to not do installments given our current financial situation, but we will have to wait and see how other things play out in terms of outs, such as the Garnacho, the Sancho, the Antony, the Malacia. We're going to have to wait on. We're still waiting on some of those players, and things are moving forward a little bit with Sancho and company, but we're going to have to wait and see. But it's exciting news that things are starting to ramp up, and it sounds like he prefers United over Newcastle. So pointing in the right direction. I want to know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Do you think we can get this deal done, or are we going to fumble it like we have been doing with the striker position? Let me know in the comments. But if you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a thumbs up, a like on it. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. We will not be live streaming tonight's game. It is super late, and it's incredibly late for you guys. I think like 2:30 a.m. your local time in England, or the UK. And then for myself, it's 9:30 at night, so not going to be live streaming that tonight. But we will catch you guys in the next video.